All right, ready, everyone?
Don't
All
be
right.
picking your nose.
Yeah,
Dang
that's
it.
that's my job. Hello, everyone. Laurie here with Joyful Miles, a channel that is all about inspiring others to enjoy life 1 mile at a time. Today, we have a very fun Jamming on the Run episode. We're going to be talking about the Wine and Dine Half Marathon. We are joined by Rob. Hello, Rob.
Hi there. How's it going? We have a special guest this week, Ann Romagnolo. Hi, Ann. Say hello.
Hey,
Ann from Plano, Texas.
Plano.
Plano, Texas.
And is also the author of the blog Heart of a Single Mom, which I will be linking below. And she has a YouTube channel up, which I'll also be linking.
As always, we want to give some shout outs. Isn't that right, Laura?
Absolutely. We are giving a huge, huge shout out and congratulations to everyone who completed the Wine and Dine half marathon. I know I had a great time, an interesting time, but a great time. So huge, huge congratulations.
Fantastic. I also want to give a special shout out to a friend of ours, Shaylee Diaz. She completed the New York Marathon this past weekend, and to all the people that ran the New York this weekend. It was a very busy running weekend. Congratulations to you all. Hopefully, Shaylee will be joining us at some point to talk about her experience sometime later.
And Rob, you and I and Jackie and Megan, we also have an amazing, joyful milestones. We finally broke the 100 subscriber mark for our YouTube channel. We are at
Yay!
105. That was my goal
Woohoo!
before Wine and Dine, and we did meet that. And I know that some bigger YouTubers would be like, oh my God, like 100, that's nothing. But you know what? I celebrate milestones as they come. So guess what, Rob? Cheers. Congratulations.
The one
And
time I
thank
don't have a drink and we're clinking. A little
mental
preparation
point.
next time.
So to all of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so let's talk. Let's get right into the expo. It's the logical place to start since you got to go pick up your bib and get all that stuff out of the way and get all your swag. And how was it this time, Laura? You were one of the first ones there. You were there pretty early this time, weren't you?
Yes, I arrived at Florida on Wednesday. The expo started on 10 o'clock at the ESPN Wide World Sports. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Close enough. It started at 10 o'clock. I wasn't going to go first thing because I have an injured foot. I didn't want to hobble around in big crowded lines, but we all wanted the challenge pins, and lately they have been selling out like that. So I decided that since I was there, I would just go ahead and get challenge pins for everyone. I took a cab from All Star Sports. Uber would have been cheaper, but the cab was there and I just grabbed it. I got in line at about 9 o'clock, and the line was already about halfway the length of the Jostin building. If people are familiar with the sports center there, and they ended up opening the front doors at 9:52. So going in there, for anyone who's not been to a Run Disney Expo before, you have to deal with a lot of eBay sellers and people who go in and snatch things up and then sell them for twice the price. So that's what it felt like. It was very chaotic. People were like running for the pins, the wine glasses. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. The guys would be coming out with the boxes, and people would be hounding all over them. And apparently, there was a fight that a girl filmed that I was chatting with, and just but it was really insane. I get anxiety in crowds, so of course, my anxiety was going through the roof. So basically, I grabbed our pins. I grabbed a jacket that I ended up returning. I somehow, by the grace of God, got two wine glasses before they were all gone, and then I hit the checkout line. Which, ironically, too, there were plenty of wine glasses later on, so they did not sell out. So there was no need for all of that mad rush. It was crazy, but before wine glasses have sold out, you've had e-bailers who would buy like total cases of wine glasses. That probably like create that whole panic about that. So I paid and I got out and I went and I hit the beer stand. It was that stressful. So yeah, yeah, it was kind of insane. There was no more challenge pins. From what I know, they were sold out after that first rush. I wish Megan and Jackie were here to confirm that, but we got them, and I did get the magnets. The magnets I love. They're like $8.99. I have an annual pass, so I got the discount, 10% discount. So it's a really cheap, cool way to get some souvenirs. Here is the Lumiere's challenge, and I got the half. And I
Nice.
also, here is the infamous wine glass that is now
That
full
you
of
drink beer
beer.
out of.
Yeah, because I'm fancy
That's
like
nice.
that. I'm fancy like that,
I
Rob.
like the glass though. I have to say, very nice job this
Yeah.
year.
They
A
also
lot of the
had
merchandise
Hmm.
they had
from the picture.
little wine decanters too,
Yeah.
and wine tumblers that were really cute. So I always collect the wine glasses, even though I don't drink wine. The merchandise seemed okay. The shirts weren't very colorful. The jackets weren't very colorful. They had white women's jacket, and me in white, just no, 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 no. So I end up not buying any of. Usually, it's our tradition to always get a jacket. They also they had for the commemorative jackets. They did not come in time. They did not get those in. So everyone who pre-ordered a commemorative jacket will receive them in the mail later on. So something got funky there. Oh, and did you hear this, Rob? A lot of the inaugural 10K merchandise was pulled because someone spelled inaugural wrong.
Oh my God.
I did hear that one.
Someone got fired. Someone got
Oh my God,
fired.
that's terrible. That's part of
Yeah,
the fun of being in the inaugural race. You get some of the the stuff labeled inaugural on it.
right, right. Now,
Oh,
Anne, you did purchase an I didn't shirt, and you were at the expo on Thursday because you ran the 5K, which we're going to be talking about later.
Yes.
What time did you arrive, and how was the crowds, and what was the merchandise like?
We got there, I want to say sometime after 1. So it was not crowd heavy at all. I mean, we went straight to the booths and got our bibs. Lumiere was out there, so my daughters and I got our
hmm.
pictures with our bibs and Lumiere. And then when we went over to the Jostens Center, it really wasn't that crowded.
Mm-mm.
Um, I wasn't really looking for challenge pins or wine glasses or anything. But one of our runner friends got me this magnet too, and then I needed a hat for my half costume, so I went to Sparkle Athletics, and then I had to get my mermaid shoes.
Cute. They
And a
Yes.
are
little different
so
this time with the New
pretty.
Balance shoes. Usually you have to pre-register to get a spot
Yeah.
in line, but
No, we
not
just
so
I
this
just
time. You
walked
just
right
showed
up.
up
Hmm.
and got them.
Yeah,
That's
and it
pretty
was
cool.
super easy.
Nice. Now you
That's
Yeah.
mentioned
So I
Lumiere was
think
out greeting everybody for pictures and stuff. Is that a trend we're starting to see now? Character interactions at these.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They were actually they had a lot more the Princess Half Marathon. Uh they did not have any that we know of at Disneyland, but yes, for some of the Disney worlds I've seen more characters out,
Well, because
which
I
is really
remember
fun.
for Dark Side they had. I mean, it was BB-8. It was a stationary little setup, but still, it was
hmm
a character you could meet,
Yeah.
which I thought was interesting then. But then to see Lumiere at the expo, I thought that was pretty cool.
We also got a really cute picture with him, and the crowds were a lot lower. So then after we got our bibs, we went and got our traditional picture with Jeff Galloway, who is always, always lovely to see. He just, every time you talk to him, he makes you feel as though you are his biggest concern at that moment. And I love that. He signed my bib. We also had a few viewers came up and recognized us. We got to meet some viewers, which is good because when we do these, we kind of feel like no one's watching. So hello Patrick, hello everyone. We really appreciate that. And you get to see Jeff Galloway.
I did, and he signed my bibs, and we got our pictures. And my girls posed like they knew who he was. They didn't have a fat clue, but whatever.
So yeah, all in all, like after you got through the initial rush, the expo was nice, and so if someone is not interested in getting a lot of Disney merchandise, definitely going later in the afternoon is the way to go. It was a lot more sedate and calm and peaceful.
Mm. I wanted to bring up the fact that your two daughters were also running races this weekend.
Yes. My
So
6-year-old did the 1 mile, and then my 7-year-old did the 400-meter dash.
wow. And when was that?
We signed up for Friday.
Okay. What time was that?
So
11
my
or?
uh, the dashes started at 11, so my oldest went closer to 11:30, I think, by the time I got to the 400. and then the 1 mile was at 12:30.
Okay, and what
So,
was that like? Talk about the kids races because we don't talk a lot about those on this show very often. So
No.
curious to see how those went.
well, I can say that because I'm a single mom, and I'm very glad that I had my best friend there with me because, well, my 7-year-old wanted me to run with her, so we ran holding hands, and
Mm.
so it was helpful to have someone there getting video footage for us.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
Disney does a great job taking pictures, but it was fun to have that video. It's real simple and easy, just around the track for the 400. And then we had to hike a little bit down the way to go for the 1 mile. And if you don't want to like hightail it once the race starts to the finish, it helps to have someone there at the start. So my best friend's husband was there
Mm.
with my 6-year-old to get them started and running, and then we were at the finish line there to greet her. And Disney's really good about, you have to have part of their bib like ripped off with
Yep.
their number on it, so that they won't release the child until you show that number.
Oh, good.
So it was fun. Both my girls had a blast with it. My 7-year-old's not really a runner, but I thought we would run the full 400-meter dash. I thought we would walk it. We ran it.
That's
She
awesome.
Cool.
just went with the crowd and didn't stop. So it was fun.
So what do they think? They
So,
want to do another one?
oh yeah, they're very excited to do the one in February because they're doing it again in February.
Great.
So they love the medals that they got too.
They're already hooked.
Oh,
Get them
do you
young.
want me to? Okay. So here's the kids medallion. Can you see
Cute.
it?
Chip and Dale. So they're still
Yep.
using the medallions for the kids races.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, but they were very excited.
It's fantastic. And they also got a shirt too, a cotton shirt. Now, were there a
Yeah,
lot
for
of
the
were
kids.
there a lot of people there? Was it crowded or
Um, it wasn't bad at all for the kids. I don't know how, because they do it on Saturday. I don't know how Saturday was. We actually were the first in line for the 400-meter dash, and it didn't pick up until right before the race started. It wasn't a huge crowd though at all.
I
It
know
was
they
really
had
easy to maneuver.
I saw your video. So cute. They had Chip and Dale. Did they have any other characters out?
No, just Chip and Dale.
Okay. Did they
So
have photo opportunities then where the kids could get a picture with them later on, or were they just cheering?
they were just cheering,
Now,
and I was the only one that high fived them.
how much did the races cost?
The 400-meter is $20, and then the 1 mile was 30.
Okay. Okay, that's not. So do you feel like it was worth the money?
Yeah, yeah, especially since my 7-year-old ended up running it and enjoying it. So, because I had already signed her up for the princess half, and I said, you know what, if she doesn't like it, I won't make her do it, and I'll just be out the $20. But she loved it, so yeah, it was worth it.
Absolutely awesome.
So, Ann, you also participated in the Mickey's Holiday 5K at Animal Kingdom. And Laura, you've done this race
Yes.
before
Mhm.
when it was called the Jingle Jungle 5K. Um, let's walk us through that. How was that?
It was good. We didn't get to the whole corral, well, to the whole park as early as we wanted, so we didn't get to do all the pre-race picture opportunities. Well, we were in line for Mickey and Minnie, but they took a break right before it was our turn, but that's okay. So it was fun, and we actually, because it was my first time doing 3 races back to back, I decided to walk most of it instead of running the whole race. A good friend from Tampa came up to do it with me, and she's not really a runner, so we ran a little bit, but mostly walked. And it was fun to do it through Animal Kingdom, to be able to do it through a whole park, and just stop and enjoy the characters and enjoy the whole atmosphere. So
Now, you said you didn't get there as early as you would have liked. What time does the race start?
that one started at 6:30.
Okay. So it's still pretty dark out at that point.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
getting to
because the
experience
time
Animal
change hadn't
Kingdom.
happened.
What's that?
Yeah, because the time change hadn't happened. So
Okay. But getting to experience Animal Kingdom at night, up until recently, wasn't something you could really do. Was this your first time seeing Animal Kingdom in the dark?
yes,
Pretty awesome, isn't it?
yeah,
And what
Yeah.
corral were you in, Anne?
Uh, I think I was C, but my friend was in E, so I went back with her.
So
How
how
many
many?
corrals
So
for the
she wouldn't
5K?
start alone. How many corrals? I
Yeah.
think, I want to say it went up to F, maybe. I think it went to F.
Does that sound typical of a 5K? It seems like a lot,
That
Laura. Is
does.
that
That seems like a lot.
wow?
Usually,
Yeah, I know we
it's
weren't the
deep.
last corral, so I'm pretty sure it went to F.
I'm wondering
Okay.
because last year there was a lot of congestion in Animal Kingdom, and I was
Mhm.
in A, and I was able to
Mm.
run through, and then we were coming back across the one bridge, and you could see the lower corrals, and there was no room to run at all. It was shoulder to shoulder walking, so I'm wondering if they spread it out in more corrals, which would have been a very smart move. Now, and something I
Yeah.
remember, and I actually saw someone else post. Obviously, they can't do fireworks for the beginning, so what did they do instead?
Um, like it was like smoke that went up. It wasn't fireworks, but it was some loud smoke thing that went up in the air.
Mhm.
I don't even know what you call it.
Now,
But
Smoke.
someone in my crowd made a comment about, "What? We don't get any fireworks." I was like, "There's animals here. They
Yeah.
can't do the fireworks." They're
wouldn't
like,
that
"Oh,
wouldn't that be good? And
yeah."
let's talk about the announcers for a second. Was Rudy and
Hmm.
John Palkey and Carissa there?
Yes, yes, yes. And that was fun to see because over the past couple, races where I've read and seen everyone's comments about how they had the other announcers and they missed Rudy and John, and so it was nice to see that they were there,
Yeah, it
And you
was.
or
see what
that
we're all
Disney
talking
listened to
about when we missed
everybody.
them.
Yeah, or that Disney listened to everybody and brought them back. So yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, I was when
it
I saw
was.
your pictures,
They
I was a little sad because you guys just looked so cute. Now, what characters were you able to see, and which ones were out this year?
They had Rafiki, and we should have stopped. The line really wasn't that long, but I wasn't understanding that the lines really do move
They do.
fast. So, so then the next one was Baloo, and we stopped for him. Then they had somebody from Tarzan. What do you know? Remember the name, Laura? I don't remember his name. Some gorilla,
Is it
Oh,
Turk?
little dude.
I think you're
Is
right,
it Turk?
Rob.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I didn't know him. So, yeah, I didn't know him, so I kept going. Then there was Santa Goofy was out there, and somebody else at the end that I'm forgetting right now, towards the end that we stopped for. So we didn't stop for all of them, but we stopped for a couple of them.
Is that
So
so? That sounds like around 5 character stops.
yeah,
Does that seem typical for a 5K, Laura? I'm not familiar with the 5Ks.
That seems about right. I can't remember how many they had last year. Seemed like they had plenty.
So what would you say some of the highlights are from running through Animal Kingdom?
I loved watching the sunrise through it and like
Hmm.
over Mount Everest and watching that. And then, normally during the day, Animal Kingdom's crowded and hot because all the humidity. So it was nice and cool and not crowded, except for the Santa Goofy line. And then it was fun to see. We got to walk backstage, like behind Mount Everest, and so see what it looks like behind it.
Not very well
Um,
themed at all.
yeah, no. But it was just fun to be able to see what backstage looks a little bit, at some of the parks. So yeah, it was fun. The cast members that were out cheering for you was awesome. So I enjoyed it a lot. And definitely running with friends is the best.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Cool. So not. I mean, it was your first Run Disney race, your first Run Disney 5K. If you had to give it a grade, what would you give it?
Letter grade?
Yeah.
I would say an A. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot.
I enjoy seeing the bling. That was some pretty big bling.
Yeah. Let's talk about the medal because this is a real medal now.
Yes,
That was
it's so
it's
beautiful.
huge.
That is giant.
Yeah,
What is that, Mickey? What is he doing? Skiing?
He's sledding?
I think so.
Good job. Congratulations.
Yeah, good job.
Absolutely. I was jealous. I went for coffee and I'm seeing people come back with their shirts and their medals on. I was a little jealous, I'm not gonna lie.
It was fun. I'm definitely excited to do the Princess 5K, and this time I plan on running it. So
You're gonna love it.
it's fun.
It's a great race.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Well, Ann, thank you so much for coming by and sharing with us your experience. Very eager to see how your experiences going forward are. And don't forget, we can find Ann at heartofasinglemom.com for her blog posts. And I think that's all we have for this week, right, Laura?
Absolutely. So once again, to our new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, Ann. If you'd like to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, we would appreciate it, or go ahead and subscribe so you can get more video updates. We will also be having our own blog post coming up soon about the Wine and Dine Half Marathon. Again, congratulations to all the finishers. If you have any questions about Wine and Dine, if you're thinking about doing it in the future, leave them in the comments below. I know Ann would be more than willing to answer anything about the 5K or the kids' races. So again, thank you for watching and happy running.